Hello, hello. What's going on? Let me know if the sound's okay. Hopefully this mic is not messing up this week. I have a bad habit of touching this mic whilst it's recording. When I touch it, this USB cable here, it seems to trigger it and stop it working. Salam, Adam, how are you? Let me know if you can hear me okay. Go on then, let's help you with the sales. Okay, good. Whatever you need, I'm ready to help you. No holds bar. Take your time, type. I've done 30 calls so far and only closed one. Okay. Firstly, tell me, just take your time, write up what's your business, what's the offer, where you're getting the leads from. Just take a little bit of time, write everything so I can get full understanding. Adam, I can even try, if you wanted to try something different, if you wanted to call in, we've got the ability to call in as well. So if you fancy it, if you just need to be able to have my team send you a number in as well. So we've got a number specifically for lives, so I can give you a call. Do you want to? Well, I can't put my number on here because everyone will start calling it. Do you want to message me on Instagram and DM us your number, and I'm going to give you a call straight away. And I'm going to call you on WhatsApp as well. Yeah, just message me on LinkedIn. That's cool. Wherever you message me, just my staff are logged in, so they'll send it me straight away. I'll just log into LinkedIn. Actually, it'll be easy. Let's get this problem sorted for you. Just waiting for your message. You message me on Instagram, okay. Let's have a look. Let's find you. Yep, just send us your number. We'll get this sorted. I'm going to call you on WhatsApp because I'm in Dubai, so can't be calling on number. So I'm going to call you right now. Adam, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm just going to mute the stream so I don't hit you twice.
Okay, nice.
Alright, so that's a lot faster like this. I don't have to type so much.
Of course. Let's do it. Whichever way works best. So tell me about your business. What do you do?
Okay, so I do LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I work with business coaches and consultants clients, usually they're making around 4 or 5K a month.
Yeah.
And they get their clients from referrals and they need an outbound system. And I do a 90 days non-fee service where I get them 30 qualified appointments within the next 90 days. And it's a guarantee, which is why I say it's paper results. I've been doing the outreach by myself. I just have like 4 or 5 LinkedIn accounts from friends, which I use. I've been able to get even up to 3 sales calls in one day, but I suck when it comes to closing.
Okay. Talk me through the sales call that you do. Let's say we're on a sales call now. If we was to role play it, so look, the closest example I can give you is rather than talking about theory, should we just do a role play of a sales call? Let's imagine you're going to help me with LinkedIn. So I'm the prospect. Just run through it with me, and then we'll go through it up until a certain point, and I'll pause you, and then we'll go through, get some feedback, and then we'll go again. Sound good?
Okay. All right. So as if you're just doing the sales call now.
Yeah, just start off. Just for context, I'm on LinkedIn. I want to, and just say I am your ICP, and you're trying, and you've just outreached me, and you've got me on a call.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon, Usman. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very good. Adam, how are you?
I'm all right. I'm going to get straight to the point. I have back-to-back calls today, so I'd just love to jump right into it if you're okay with that.
Yeah, sure, okay.
All right. So what we'll do is I'll start off by asking you some questions about your business, your goals, and the application you sent through, so I can understand a bit more. Then if it sounds like a fit, I'll explain what I do and how that works, and at the end you can decide if you're doing or not.
Sounds good.
All right, Usman. Can you tell me what motivated you to put time aside and take this call with me today?
It was just, you said about booking LinkedIn appointments, and I'd love to just get more calls from LinkedIn. I don't think we do a good enough job on LinkedIn.
All right. And what are you trying so far on LinkedIn?
We post a few times a week, and yeah, we don't really do much outreach, but we just mainly just do some posting.
Okay. And how long have you had this problem for?
Well, I've been wanting to book calls for a while. It's just like probably I've never had LinkedIn calls, to be honest.
Okay. What do you sell at your business?
We sell advisory work for businesses on their sales. So these are 7 and 8-figure companies that want to grow their sales teams, grow and develop their sales team.
Okay. And how do you structure your pricing?
Do you know one thing I'm just going to adjust from you, just to pause for a sec? Do you know your tone?
Yeah.
You sound like a phone sales guy. So as you're talking to me, when you first introduced the call and you were just said, hello, how's it going? And then as soon as we started talking, your tone changed into like, so how long have you had this problem? It sounds like you're selling in a call center.
So keep the tone normal.
Yeah, like it's like you're not having a conversation with me. Like what would happen when I sense that your tone is selling to me? Imagine if I talk the same way to you as you are to me. Well, I've had this problem for probably 3 or 4 weeks now.
Yeah, I can see the sales part there.
Yeah.
How do I stop it?
It's your voice. Well, how you stop it is in your tone, you're not speaking like yourself. Because now when you're speaking to me, it sounds different. Your voice is deeper. You're raising your voice, your tone. You're like, so how long have you had this problem? You're not talking. You're talking like as if it's somebody else.
So just keep it the same. Just keep it like
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah, you don't need to change into a phone sales voice because that makes me feel like you're trying to sell to me. We're going to go again from the start, but just one question. You know, you framed the call well. You said, so we just speak normally in a sales call. Yeah, of course, you should sound as normal as possible. You don't want to sound like you're a call center salesperson. Imagine, say, I called you and said, hey, Sayed, how you doing? I'm just calling you from XYZ company. You would instantly be like rejecting what I'm saying to you. So you want to sound as normal as possible compared to how I would call you and say, Sayed, just giving you a call. You inquired about improving your sales. You see the difference in tone? And Adam, when you asked me the problem, so how long have you had this problem? What you did was What was the problem that you identified? Right, like when I said that to you, I said I didn't have enough calls, correct?
Yes.
You could have replied saying, how long have you not been having calls for? Or, so how long have you not had this problem? Which one would you go for? Which person do you want to talk to?
How long have you not had these calls for?
Yeah.
To dig deeper to the roots.
Yeah. And you're talking to me, not talking in a sales pitch. So how long have you had this problem? And how long have you been trying to fix it? That is how you get taught to sell on a piece of paper, but you're not using any conversational skills.
Okay, so I've learned, so I have the sales skill. I just need to not use the sales skill and just talk like a normal person.
Yeah. Yeah, because why would someone buy from you if they feel like they're being sold to?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, in the sales calls which I've done so far, I've recorded them if you really want to look. The whole script part is okay. I usually struggle with the objection handling, or if I don't set the call right from the very start. To be honest.
Should we redo that role play again, or should we go straight into objection handling?
Let's redo it again. I'm going to do it for normal tone.
Let's do it.
It's
Okay.
very good. When I look at you in the live stream, you're like 5 seconds rewinded. So you act like how you say a phrase from before. Okay.
Let's do it. Did you say there's a lag on the live?
You know, on my screen.
Okay, there probably is a lag with live streaming. Just go again. You framed the call really well. You told me what we're going to speak about, and how much information do you gather before the call?
I just have them fill out a short sheet of what's the monthly revenue, what are they struggling with, what do they sell, and if they're the decision maker or not. Okay,
so if you knew what I said on the form, like, you tend not to ask again on the call. I know you didn't know, but you should know already what this person sells. So you don't ask any wasteful questions in terms of like, so what do you sell right now? That makes me feel like you don't know.
So avoid going for that if I know.
Yeah, if you know an answer to a question, you tend not to need to ask it, because you can change the conversation. Let's say you sell sales consulting, you'll just say, so I know you mentioned that you sell sales consulting. Do you want to tell me a bit more about it? Compared to, what do you do? What do you sell?
Okay, yeah, that does sound a lot better. You have a point.
Yeah. Let's go again.
Let's go. All right, good afternoon, Usman. How are you doing
today? I'm doing very good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I have back-to-back calls, so if it's okay with you, I just want to jump right into it.
Sounds good.
All right, let's get started then. So, Usman, tell me what made you put time aside and take this call with me today.
Yeah, just trying to get more sales calls from LinkedIn.
Okay, and what have you tried so far to get more sales calls?
I tried someone for outreach probably a year ago, and then that didn't do too good. And I also, we just post on LinkedIn as well a few times a week.
Okay, so we post on LinkedIn, and you said you've tried this for 1 year now.
About a year ago, I tried someone for outreach.
Okay, and how many meetings did they get you?
None.
Okay, so our goal today is to hopefully change that then, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, well, I know you sell sales teams training at your business, but how exactly do you go about it?
What we do is we consult teams in two different ways. If they're under 150K a month, they are more of like a beginner path, where we help them build out their initial team, get them to a point where the founder is no longer selling. And then if they make more than 150K a month, we will grow them to 10, 15, 20 million, depending on their size, in terms of more white glove level of consulting.
Okay. And what is the main sales process that will take somebody who's just a pure stranger to a paying customer with you?
Yeah, it's very much acquisition through 5 or 6 different places. So we get leads from ads, email, organic, events, referrals.
Okay. And once you use these avenues, do you book them straight into a sales call?
Yeah, straight into a sales call with my team, and the team will take a call.
Okay, that makes sense. How many appointments are you currently booking each day?
We book probably like 3 or 4 appointments every single day. We'll convert probably 35-40%.
Okay. And are you comfortable with the current growth rate of business so far?
Yeah, things are going okay.
Okay. And how much money are we currently making per month with this business at the moment?
So you know your question when you asked me, are you comfortable? How could you have worded that to get me to tell you how much I'm trying to grow? Because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get me to say how much I need this, yeah?
Yeah.
But you could have just asked one question instead of all these. What would that question be?
So you said you're comfortable. I should have said, okay, so you don't need to grow anymore, then the business is completely fine.
No, that would have not moved the conversation forward, because then we would have ended up saying a back and forth chat about that. You needed to ask me a question before that to work out what are you trying to work out right now? What's the goal? What are you trying to find?
How much you want to scale up to?
Yes, because you're trying to find pain. So the first thing is that you're trying to find my biggest problem. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is one question that you missed earlier, because you've asked all these questions so far. You've got into a pattern of asking questions. But what is just one question that you could have asked in the introduction to find out what is the problem that I need fixing with?
I'm thinking when I got nothing.
What is the problem that you fix?
Client acquisition, getting the meetings.
Yep. So what is the overall big problem that you fix? You get meetings, but why do they need meetings?
To increase their revenue.
Yep. So what would be the problem that I would need fixing that I would need your help?
How much revenue do you want to get to?
Yep. So that's not the problem, though. That's a statement. That's a question. So what would be the problem that I'm struggling with for me to even jump onto this call with you?
You're not getting enough appointments, which means struggling with revenue and those kind of stuff.
Yep. So that would be your assumption, to like this person's not getting enough appointments and not making enough revenue. What question can you ask me as early as possible in the call after the introduction, straight after you frame the call, to clarify what I need?
Well, just be like, so what's the main reason for hopping on this call? Is it appointments or sales, something like that?
Close, but you're very close. You just need to ask me one question to find out what is my goal.
How many new clients do you want to take on in the next
It's even
7
simpler.
days?
It's even simpler. You're trying to find out my goal or my problem or the thing that I want. What could you ask me?
I'm trying to think. I've got nothing, genuinely.
Okay.
Give me a hint.
All you have to say is, so you frame the call saying, what we're going to do on this call, by the way, you could have framed it a little bit better. So how I would have framed it is, what we're going to do is I'm going to find out everything about your business, on where you might be where you might be losing opportunity, and work out exactly where that is. And then if we can help you, I'll give you an offer on terms of like what we do in terms of outreach for LinkedIn. If I can just ask you straight up, what's the big goal for 2026?
Wait, say that again.
What's the big goal for 2026? Or what's the number one thing that you want to take from this call? Or what's the biggest reason why you've even jumped into this call today? Just ask them the most obvious question, because then they're just going to say to you, oh, well, I am trying to fix this. Now you got the problem without asking all those 5-6 questions that you were going down.
So just say, what's the main problem you're having? What's the main thing that made you jump on the sales call?
You can ask that, or you can sometimes, so you get two different types of people on like sales calls. You get like A-type personalities, people who are really direct, who don't want to be told what to do. Then you get B-type personalities who are more like agreeable with you. The safest way is just to say to them, what's the number one goal that you have for 2026 when it comes to getting more clients or growing or growth or revenue?
What's the number one thing you have for 2026 for getting more revenue or clients?
Yeah, that question doesn't make sense, how you worded it. You want to say, what's your number one goal for 2026? Or you can say, what's the number one goal that you have for getting more appointments in, or what's your number one goal for growing your revenue in 2026? You can just ask in a broad, you're trying to ask it in a broad way so they answer. Because if you ask just about appointments or just about outreach, you've not really understood how they would answer it. So you want to ask the most open-ended question possible so they will answer it how they want.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm writing that down. We'll use that in the next sales call, inshallah.
Nice, inshallah. You will. How old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah, good on you, man. Look, you're killing it. You're doing good. How's your business doing so far? Did you get any clients yet?
I've had one client so far.
Yeah.
And essentially, I started without the upfront payment, just pay an appointment. But we agreed they paid £1,000 upfront and £50 per meeting. I need to get them 20 now.
Nice.
But ideally, I need to try to get more meetings and stuff.
Did you do any like free work for people before you got like paying clients?
No.
Yeah, so you know the number one thing that gets you more sales usually is testimonials and just doing it for free. Because you know how you're struggling right now to get clients in.
Yeah.
Imagine that you just spent the last month doing it for free for everyone, literally doing it for free, which will be annoying for you. But like I would also argue by doing it for free, you will then learn what works because people can't complain because if it doesn't work, because you're saying guaranteed, but it's not guaranteed because you've not proven it. So like, go ahead.
I have a testimonial from when I worked at Firmino with my first client. I got 10 meetings in the first month.
Nice. So you want to get 10 testimonials. The goal is for any new business that you launch, your goal is to get 10 testimonials. And then you want to do those in the very beginning as cheap, free, and quickly as possible. Then all of those 10 people that you did it for free for, realistically, not all of them are going to get results. But let's say they all get results. You would give them a pitch and say, great, I really appreciate, now I'm actually going to be doing this for paid. Would you be interested in actually paying me for this? I'll charge £1,000 per month. And out of those 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or maybe even all 10, if they're all happy with it, will say, yes, sure. You've instantly got clients in that way. You've got testimonials. And now you will ask for referrals, or you will better your system to get them better results. You will rave about their results on LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn's got loads of testimonials on it. Proof matters a lot. So like I worked really hard for years just trying to gather proof of my work. And that's why we grew. It wasn't because of like a fancy marketing tactic.
So you think that's the best way to go about it?
Yeah, because you can either keep struggling and keep messaging, or you can just do some free work, get people on your program, work with them, get them results, and then rave about those testimonials. Do you know the reason why people don't tell you to do stuff for free online? Because if they tell you to do it for free and they can't sell you their program, so everyone's promoting how to get more clients because they need you to invest in their program. Like, oh, if you learn my method, it's going to be like this. If you learn my method, and then you pay me. But if you actually do it for free, you get testimonials really quickly. You'll end up building a business quicker. You get results, and you charge people. Then you leverage those results and actually grow your company.
Okay.
What's your goal? Like at the end of this year, what's your goal by the end of the year?
To be honest, if I can just get one client a month, just anything to stay afloat right now would be good because I'm still starting out.
So let's say by the end of December, you've got 12 clients and you're making 12 grand a month. Would you be happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a really good goal. And I think you can definitely get it based upon like how you're speaking and what you're telling me. So, or if you took 1 month in doing it for free, you would end up at that 12K far quicker. Far quicker.
Okay, I have to give what you're saying a try. In my sales calls so far, when I started them and recorded it, the objection handling point at the start used to be commission basis.
Yeah.
And I was told by someone I was pitching wrong. So when I changed my pitch, then I started getting objections like, I need to talk to my wife about this. I don't have the amount up front right now. I don't really want someone saying don't trust your testimonials or anything like that. Because I put the testimonial.
Yeah, they're never going to say, so there's 3 types of objections. Objection 1 is partner. Objection 2 is finances. And objection 3 is uncertainty, they're not sure. Finances and partner is usually a smoke screen because they're not sure. And they're not sure because they don't have enough trust. So the reason or objection that they tell you, I need to speak to my partner, do you think they actually need to speak to their partner? Is that true?
No, most of them no.
No, it's a lie. They're bullshitting you because they don't trust you, they don't think it's going to work, or they need to think, or you've not presented it, or they're confused, for whatever reason. If someone ever says to you, I need to speak to my wife, all you need to say, that's not a problem. If your wife says no, what happens then? And they most likely will say, no, I'm still going to do it. Then you'll say, well, okay. There's so many ways to objection handle that, but you've got to know why it's happening.
Okay, yeah, you have a point. So the best way to go about it is do some work for free for people, and once they have more testimonials, then charge more upfront. I've been trying to sort of like with these escorts, try to charge £3,000 upfront and then £30 for with them so far.
Yeah, it's fine. You can do it commission only. It's okay. I'm just wanting to get clients in straight away, because the more people that you work with, the more compounding that you have. Because then you can talk about the results that you're getting as well. So let's just look at, say, what you're saying. I'm also a starter, pretty much. Do we just tell them that we're starting out? Yeah, you don't need to say very, very cheap. You just say to people, I've just recently launched this, so I'm just trying to get some free testimonials. Would you be open to doing that for an exchange?
Question. Do you think if I just lower the price down to like 1,000 and keep it there, that's easy for most people to take?
Yeah, the price is not normally the issue. Whether you charge someone £1,000 or £1,500 or 500 quid, that's not normally the issue. Usually the issue is trust, like how much they trust you just to say yes.
And that's because of the lack of testimonials. I only have one so far.
It could be a lack of a lot of stuff, lack of them thing. Because on a sales call, you sell two things. The thing number one that you sell is the outcome, which you've been talking about, getting them 90 appointments. The thing number two that you sell is the method on how you will get them the results. So this is how I get results. So we have a system of outreach where we open X accounts and we do this and we do that. So then the good thing is that before the appointment, if you make a YouTube video or a Loom video showing your method on how you get results, and you get them to watch that before the call, they come into that call with way more trust, because they know how you get results.
Yeah, I usually just try to go over it. What I do is after I do my outreach, they're interested. I just send them a short tip of who I am, what I do, go straight to my testimonial. Then if they want to book and they're interested, then I show them the pitch from there.
Yeah, I would just try to get a few more results first, because you're going to make sales. You can carry on as you are, but when you've done 30 calls, you've not closed one, usually just something's broken. And sometimes it could just be a trust factor. So should we get rid of the setup fee? Now you can keep the setup fee if you have a good offer, you have a good business. But £1,500 setup, like any person, and I don't know who you target, Sayed, but if you're targeting smaller business owners, a £1,500 setup's a lot. If they make more than 10K, then it's okay. All right, I'm going to go back to the chat. Does that help you, Adam?
Yeah, that's very helpful.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, man.
Of course, man. Really appreciate you.
I appreciate it too. Okay, I'll hang up.
Sayed, I just want clients right now. You guys just need to be able to get results. Like, if you want to close people, the best way is just to get results first. And the best way to get results is just to do as much free work in the beginning. I did so much free work. I did it for years. So I just did so much free work. I'm going to stay on for another 2 minutes, guys. Any last questions? Of course, of course. Are you guys business partners? Do you guys know each other, or is it separate? Yeah, correct. Don't use the sales tone. Get more testimonials. Okay, nice. I remember with Freddie. Okay, you're good, lads. Okay, good. Hope he's doing okay. All right, I'm gonna jump off onto my next task. I'll catch you guys next week. Let me know how you get on.